Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are all are doing well and you people are staying at home. Let's just discuss what we did in our last class. We were doing 7 C's of communication, and so far we have done 6 C's of communication, and today we'll be doing last C of communication, that is courtesy. But before reaching towards before starting the 7th C of our lecture, that is courtesy, will be recalling or will be revising all the 6 C's we have done so far. Firstly, we did clarity. Clarity means that your message should be clear, all the necessary information should be there, but use familiar words that a layman can easily understand. Short sentences should be there, and no jargons should be there. And the person should avoid using words those are having more than one meaning. Then completeness means your message should have all the specific information, complete information, necessary information that a reader must be needed. And then the conciseness, it means that whatever message you are delivering, it should be concise, to the point. No irrelevant irrelevant material should be there, and no what we can say. No irrelevant material should be there. No long, instead of using long words, you need to use short words. Then we talked about consideration means that you need to consider who are your audience. You should have you attitude rather than me attitude, I attitude, or we attitude. That would be counted as rude, and in business there's no room for rudeness. Then correctness is very important in business, that because due to if your message is lacking correctness, then goes without saying, you'll be having problems, cause if the reader would catch or identify one error, he'll be looking for the more errors rather than reading the message and understanding the message. Then as concreteness, we previously in our previous class we did concreteness, which means that your message should be vivid, specific, particular. Rather using general words, you need to use specific words. You need to talk about facts and figures so that your message would be more authentic, and the reader, he would understand that okay, this person, he knows how to give a particular how to talk about facts and figures, and whatever picture they are showing us, it's a clear picture, and image building attitude should be there. Today we'll be doing our last C, that is courtesy. So I hope all the other C's are clear now and nothing is bugging you right now. Still you want to ask something, I'm just a call away, I'm just a message away. Let me just open the slides. Okay, as you can see, there is a cycle, but first of all, we should know what is courtesy. Before starting this cycle, we should understand what is courtesy and how it's important in business communication. Communication in business environment means communicating with individuals. So in both written and oral communication, it is possible to be courteous while being direct and business oriented. Most people respond more readily to a positive interaction, goes without saying. According to a study, I was reading that day that according to a study conducted in University of North Carolina, they found that 52% of interviews of their they interviewed different people, and 52% people said they lost work time worrying about incidents of rudeness. uh, that means they said that they lost work time worrying about incidents of rudeness. That means that cause of rudeness, their they couldn't enjoy their work, and they were worried about rudeness incidents. That's why they couldn't do their work in a proper way. So imagine the increase in productivity and work enjoyment if everyone was a little more courteous, right? If you will be courteous, then just imagine your productivity, that uh, how can you how much produce, how much work you can enjoy, and how much good work or productive work you can do. Generally courtesy, general courtesy means saying good morning or good boy. That's good morning and good bye, or a quick have a nice day. um, these small phrases, or wishing someone time, it takes no time and a very less effort. So for a small investment on your part, you can increase the comfort level at the work, and reduce stress level at work. So courtesy is very important in business communication. And if you will be then, as I have told you about a study in a university, that they found that 52% productivity wave off due to less, due to rude attitude. So it's very important, if you'll say a good morning, a good boy, a goodbye in a present pleasant way. So goes without saying that you can easily you can make someone's day, and you can reduce stress in someone's life. So courtesy. Now, there is a cycle they have given related to courtesy. Let's just discuss that cycle. They said courtesy means not only thinking about the receiver but also valuing his feelings. Yes, when you know about someone's feelings, you pay attention on someone's feelings. Goes without saying, you'll give them value, importance. So when a person is being appreciated for whatever he's doing, so goes without saying, if you will goes without saying, if you are being appreciative, or you are handling the person in a tactful way. Now we'll discuss what is a tactful way. Firstly, we'll be discussing it, and then we'll discuss what actually way means, right? So first of all, courtesy means not only thinking about the receiver, that means consideration. Not only thinking in consideration, we're thinking about the receiver, but here we are valuing the feelings of the receivers too, showing them respect, that whoever is our customer, whoever is our employee, if we'll use little courteous words, then we can make their life a better place, and we can reduce stress from the workplace. Then be thoughtful, thinking about the person and its feeling. And then polite words. Now we'll be discussing today what are polite words and how we can use them. First of all, I'll be sharing a small quote with you related to courtesy. That is, courtesy costs nothing. Courtesy costs nothing, but it wins many, at least a friend. So it costs nothing, but you can win a friend. Now, what is courtesy? First of all, we should understand what is courtesy. Then only we can apply courtesy in our business scenario. True courtesy involves being aware not only of the perspectives of others, but also their feelings. Courtesy system form a sincere you attitude. Yeah, you have to be you attitude. It is merely it is merely politeness with uh, you know mechanical system, you could say. say. For instance, saying play, please or thank you, although applying socially accepted manners, is a form of courtesy. When you accept all socially accepted manners are those manners which we consider as being courteous or courtesy. While showing courtesy is saying please, wishing time people, saying thank you, showing gratitude. These are all the form of being displaying courtesy, right? Rather it is politeness that grows out of the respect and concerns of others. So politeness is one of the form of courtesy. So in simple words, courtesy means being aware not only of the perspective of others but also their feelings. Now they have given different rules of courtesy as well, as we are having already different rules for courtesy. Already rules for different courtesy. First one, before moving forward, first one is be sincere, tactful, thoughtful, appreciative. Use expressions that show respect and choose non-discriminatory expressions. Be sincere, tactful, thoughtful, and appreciated means though people are intentionally abrupt, some people are intentionally abrupt or blunt. It happens, we have such people in our life. These negative traits are a common cause of discourtesy. Sometimes they stem from mistaken ideas of conciseness, sometimes from a negative personal attitude, sometimes from not knowing the culture of a country or even groups of people, and avoid expressions which are irritating. So when you are being sincere and tactful or thoughtful and appreciative, you need to focus on these things, that you are not blunt, or you are not having a personal negative personal attitude, or you're not having any irritating expression which irritates the uh, reader or the listener. Thoughtful and appreciative, here we talk about thoughtful and appreciative. Thoughtful and appreciative means that writer who sends a courteous message of deserve congratulations or and appreciation help to build goodwill, right? Be especially thoughtful and courteous when communicating with Asian cultures. They like they like the more the soft or more polite approach in both written and oral communication. As now this is a research that Asian countries, here people in our country people are very sensitive, right? So here you need to be thoughtful and appreciative while composing your message. So they are saying that it's very important that you should be use polite and soft tone with people of Asian countries. If we'll compare ourselves with the people of American, American people, sorry, with American people. So they just straight away say things, and people they won't mind that we cannot come, cannot join for the meeting. But here, if we'll say we cannot come to meet you, people they get offensive, and then they think that that's very impolite way to say. So you need to be very tactful or thoughtful or appreciative while, especially while communicating with people who belong to the Asian countries. And so when you're sending a congratulation message or appreciation message, it will build a goodwill, and the person who will be receiving the message will feel good about you. Then example, let's just share a short example, then we'll be moving towards the rule of the courtesy. First one is for instance, you could say, wow, that's an amazing idea. Where are you before when we are in a great trouble? But it was a great job. Your idea gave us energy. it will also push our project to the next level. Now, this is an example of being appreciative or thoughtful when you are talking, when you are telling the person that we were in great trouble and you took us out from that great trouble. Where have you been before this project? And this project will take us to the next level. Then I would like to share another example with you, and that is, for instance, if you are saying that I wanted to take a moment to say how much I appreciated the great insight you offered at this morning. Um, at this morning's brainstorming session, your idea got us energized about the read ahead, and it's just the kind of innovative thinking we needed to push our project to the next level. That means that we just need to appreciate the great insights, and you're appreciating that how that person he took a brainstorming session to the other level, and how people they were pushed to the next level project. So these examples would helpful to show courtesy, and people would understand that what is importance of courtesy, and how they can build a goodwill about you if you'll be polite at your workplace or with your employees. Courtesy basically means when returning a well executed project submitted for comment, consider attaching a post or a note of thank you or appreciation note. For example, if a as teacher, if a child is submitting you just took us to the next level, and your idea was so interesting. We never thought about this idea, and why this idea didn't come in our mind. We are so glad that you are in our team. So when you say such type of things, goes without saying, you are appreciating the other person. Next time he'll be working more hard, and he'll be coming out with more good ideas. So if you will add a little thank you note or appreciation note by the end of the project, that goes without saying, you'll be helping your employees, or you'll be showing respect to your employees. Then courtesy means expressions that show respect. We're talking about being appreciative, being tactful, showing respect. So no reader wants to receive messages that offend. Such expressions are discussed in two groups. That firstly, no one likes or to be offensive, or no one likes that they'll receive offended message. So there are two types of expressions which can irritate people. First one is irritating expression. So second one is questionable humor. So sometimes we crack jokes or humor. We think that it's very humorous, saying something disrespectful, saying using vulgarities, or using words or body shaming, such type of words are or such type of sentences or comments, past comments, such type of comments are known as questionable humor and irritating expressions. So if you'll show irritating expression or questionable humor, you'll use, then goes without saying, you're not showing respect. So you need to avoid these two things. Then being thoughtful, but before that, choose non-discriminative expressions. That's very important for workplace, that whatever expression you are using, it should be non-discriminative. Another requirement for courtesy is the use of non-discriminative language that reflects equal treatment of people regardless of gender, race, and ethnic origin and physical features. It happens at the workplace that you show discrimination on the basis of anything. It could be on the basis of religion, race, gender, complexion, any origin, physical feature. So it could be, when you talk about physical feature, it could be maybe some people they don't like bulky people, or they don't they discriminate between, they like to body shame about people. So we need to stay neutral, and rather being discriminative. That's very important for any in any business scenario. Otherwise people, they cannot produce satisfactory result. So if you are being appreciative, being tactful, you are handling the situations tactfully, showing respect, and you are not being discriminating, then, because without saying, you will see that productivity, it would be twice than the your employees productivity would become twice, bigger, or twice then the then